Okay, so we should start our session because of we we have been waiting last 10 minutes and now we have 8 people has been joined. So I think we should connect, and every student are new here. आप लोग सब नए हो ना? Please interact with me. Sikha, Shreya, Tabassum, everyone is here, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please interact with me because uh, I I will take class and I will one-way communication. It is not good. If you have any problem, you can ask. Okay. आप लोग को अगर कोई दिक्कत हो, आप कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि आप हिंदी में या इंग्लिश में, कोई जरूरी नहीं है, आपको जैसा लगे कंफर्ट हो आप उस तरीके से मुझसे इंटरेक्ट करिए, क्योंकि आप लोगों ने क्लास लिया नहीं है तो ये इशू आएगा आपके साथ, क्योंकि आपका एग्जाम का शेड्यूल भी आ गया है ना? तो मैं डिस्कस एक्चुअली yesterday I discussed 2 units, unit first and unit second, right? And today I will discuss unit third, unit fourth and unit fifth. Okay, so we should I will try to very brief so that you can understand whatever the given your syllabus, right? So today uh, my screen is visible. My screen is visible or not? My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
आप लोग इंटरेक्ट करो, क्योंकि इससे पता नहीं चल पा रहा है कि आप लोग क्या कर रहे हो क्या नहीं कर रहे हो। ठीक है, अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ आप लोग डिस्कस कर लेना मुझसे इस बीच में, मैं अपना ये क्लासेस स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ। तो आज ये यूनिट थर्ड है हमारा। इट इज विजिबल ना? इट इज विजिबल?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके ओके, थैंक यू। सो हमारा जो यूनिट जो थर्ड है, हमारा यूनिट थर्ड, इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट है आपका प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी, ओके, एंड लास्ट वन इज a tertiary sources. This is the very important because of if you want to appear your UGC NET exam, this topic is very crucial for you, and I think you should uh, it will definitely you should understand, because of you understand the primary and secondary tertiary, what is the concept behind that. If you do not understand what is the primary sources, what is the secondary sources, and what is the tertiary sources, then you have a problem, because UGC NET has option to you, that you this like a option thesis. Sorry, you want to say something? Okay, so actually what are the primary sources? If you do not understand the concept of primary, secondary, and tertiary, then you will have to learn. You have to memorize all of these things. Like actually, it is a very big chart of primary, secondary, and tertiary. I think you should understand what is the primary, what is the concept of primary, why a particular journal thesis and other bibliographies is the fall in the primary or secondary or tertiary, because it is very confusion topic. And I will actually I have discussed in my class. Okay, and next is what is the evaluation of secondary sources. Okay, secondary sources, print and electronic sources. Okay, this is the part of unit third, and I will discuss today. Today is the last class, you don't you know about that. And unit 4 is the database, database and internet services. Okay, what are the topic? Network, network and distributed network. Okay, and other is very important, consortia and subject gateway. Okay, another is internet resources and services. Okay, and last unit is unit 5th, role of contributor, contributors and institutions. Role of contribution and institution in the field of social science. Okay, so it is the as you know that I have discussed about that unit first and unit 5th is the history of print and electronic sources of literature in social science. And unit second and unit third and unit 4th, it is the technical, some you can say that it is very technical. So unit first and unit 5th is type of boring, like, because of history. Actually you have to memorize all of these things, and memorized whatever the date given in your syllabus, like when established the NASDAQ, ICSSR, and who is the contributor of in the field of social science. So these kinds of history, you have to learn unit first and unit 5th. Okay, so I now we will come unit third, primary, secondary, and tertiary sources. So as you know that my name is Avinash, and I am PhD scholar, Department at Library and Information Science. Okay, so first is what is information sources. We we understand what is the information sources. Information sources are many and varied. Since time immemorial, human beings have generated information by observation, experimentation, imagination, reasoning, and experiencing through sensory organs. Okay, actually whatever you have surround us, okay, and you have seen in your nature, and your friend circle and other things, whatever you are on the planet, you have seen that, or uh, whatever you get in your if you have a, suppose if you have a friend but you have not informations about that friend, so you will not you will never make a friend. And you and now today, actually this month is the elections. Okay, so when any persons are interested in election, they actually they collect the all information, whatever the regarding of elections. So information is a very important part of our life. Without information we cannot exist on this planet. Okay, so uh, so human desire preserve the knowledge gained and transmit it to next coming generation. Yeah, these all the you as you know that we study ancient history, medieval history, modern history. So what are the things? These are the all information we are uh, as you know that first we are started from ancient time. Okay, then medieval, then modern. So it is gradually change, and whatever the sources we have collected, we have preserved, we read that and know about the our past, what are the generations and what are the technologies coming nowadays, and what are the technology in ancient time, medieval times, these all are the information sources, right? So categorization of information sources. What are the categorization? Documentary sources, non-documentary sources, print sources, non-print sources. Okay, I think आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है? Please anyone response.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अगर आप लोगों को कहीं कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा, आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं। ओके, ठीक है, आप लोग को जैसे भी हो आप लोग, लेकिन इसको इंटरेक्ट, क्लास को इंटरेस्टिंग बनाने के लिए आपको इंटरेक्ट आप करेंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि मुझे भी पता लगेगा ना आपको क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है। मैं तो ये जो जो ब्रीफ है, ये सारी चीजें मैं इसको कंप्लीट कर दूंगा इसको, लेकिन आपको क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम एग्जाम में है, आप एक दूसरे से, फ्रेंड से डिस्कस करोगे। आज आप लोग के पास अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, आप लोग मुझसे डिस्कस करिए, मैं उसको क्लियर बताऊंगा कि आप लोगों को कैसे एग्जाम में अपियर होना है, क्या क्या चीजें आ सकती हैं, कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है चीजें, और क्या क्या चीजें सिलेबस आपको कवर करना चाहिए, सो दैट यू गेन गुड मार्क्स। ओके, सो आप लोग डिस्कस, मैं अभी स्टार्ट करता हूँ इसको। और जो ये आपको जो मैं ये इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा हूँ ना, जो भी आप पीपीटी में देख रहे हो, ये मैंने ना पीपीटी बहुत मेहनत करके बनाया है इस PPT को। तो इस पीपीटी को ध्यान से आप लोग देखिएगा, बिकॉज ऑफ आपको जो ये मैंने जो ये सब जो प्रोवाइड करा रहा हूँ, ये बहुत सारे कंफ्यूजिंग टॉपिक हैं। आपको यूजीसी नेट के एग्जाम में भी ये सारे देखने को मिलेगा, और ऐसे ऐसी चीजें इसमें हैं आपको कि आप इस बार अगर नेट के एग्जाम में अपियर होंगे तो आप गारंटीड आप देख लीजिएगा, ये सारे क्वेश्चंस आपको ऑलमोस्ट मिलेंगे वहां पर, क्योंकि ये हर साल यूजीसी नेट एग्जाम पूछती है। और ये जो कंफ्यूजिंग पार्ट है ना, प्राइमरी और टर्सरी और सेकेंडरी, ये आप लोग ध्यान से समझिएगा इसको, बिकॉज ऑफ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ओके, सो ये जो पीपीटी है आपको मैं एक्चुअली मैंने आपके जो एसओएल का सिलेबस है, जो एमलिप का सिलेबस है, उसको भी कंप्लीट कर रहा हूँ। साथ साथ आपको इसमें क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके नेट के अकॉर्डिंग, वो भी मैं साथ साथ कवर करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ इसमें। ठीक है, सो कैटेगराइजेशन ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन सोर्सेज। फर्स्ट इज डॉक्यूमेंट्री सोर्सेज, non-documentary sources, print sources, non-print sources, published sources, unpublished sources, primary sources, secondary sources, tertiary sources, macro and micro sources, conventional and non-conventional sources. These are the categorization of information sources. Actually you will have definitely confused, actually because of so many categorization, but you have not collected these types of I have whatever you have you are seeing in PPT. Actually all categorization I have depict in this PPT. So documentary sources, non-documentary, print sources, non-print sources, published, unpublished, अब इसमें हम समझेंगे कि कौन कौन किसने किसने क्या क्या दिया है, बिकॉज ऑफ एज यू नो दैट देयर आर सो मेनी sources, so many categorizations, and different thinkers, okay, different writers, they have given different categorization. तो ये सारे mix है. Now uh, move on the next ppt. Categorization of sources. Categorization of sources: Grogan. First is Grogan, then Bond and Smith, and third is Giljarvesky, and fourth is Subramaniam, and fifth is Ranganathan. These are the very important, and you actually you in if you have experience of net examination, you definitely you'll see that primary, secondary, and tertiary, who has given that the primary and secondary, tertiary, then Grogan, Bond and Smith, Giljavsky, Subramaniam. These are the question raised every year. Okay, so now next comes of the categorization of Ranganathan. It is a very important. ओके, कैटेगराइजेशन ऑफ रंगनाथन क्या है? इसमें आपको देखने को मिलेगा कन्वेंशनल, नॉन कन्वेंशनल, sorry, conventional, neo conventional, non conventional, and meta document. Okay, so here conventional and non conventional in the last line. Okay, conventional, neo document and meta. Conventional में books, periodical, maps and atlas, and neo conventional में standard, specification, patent and data. नॉन कन्वेंशनल में माइक्रो कॉपी, ऑडियो विजुअल, मेटा डॉक्यूमेंट, photographs and facts. Actually these are the categorization, and if you have any idea about this, you have definitely see in your books. Okay, so in if any examination you have definitely see that what is the non conventional, and you have to choose one option. So first categorize conventional. Conventional means जो है ना, जो चलता हुआ आ रहा है, जैसे कि आपको जो बुक्स है, ये पुरानी चीजें हैं, periodicals, maps, atlas. न्यू कन्वेंशन का स्टैंडर्ड, जैसे कि स्टैंडर्ड मीन्स क्या होता है, जैसे कि एक पर्टिकुलर अगर कोई स्टैंडर्ड आईएसओ हो गया, इस तरीके से कोई एक तरीके का अलग अलग जो है स्टैंडर्ड रंगनाथन के द्वारा दिए गए हैं लाइब्रेरी के लिए, वो सारे स्टैंडर्ड्स के अलग से बुक्स आते हैं, स्पेसिफिकेशंस होते हैं, फिर पेटेंट होते हैं, फिर डेटा होते हैं. दीज आर कम्स इन द न्यू कन्वेंशनल. And non-conventional, what are the non-conventional? Micro copy, okay, non-conventional, audio visual. These are the neo conventional. And meta document, photographs and facts. Okay, so in this picture, in this ppt, you can see the Grogan and Bon Smith. Grogan also, actually Grogan has given primary, secondary and tertiary. Bon Smith is also primary, secondary and tertiary. Giljarvesky only primary and secondary, and Subramaniam also primary and secondary. Ranganathan is the different. Ranganathan conventional, non conventional, neo conventional and meta. Okay, so what are the documentary sources? Primary sources, secondary sources and tertiary sources. These are the documentary sources. Okay, so primary sources, what are the primary sources? A primary periodical is one that contains either wholly or mostly research papers, features. Like a primary source, you can understand like that. Primary source, it means that source published like a first hand source is called primary source. Okay, like a thesis is the primary source, because of thesis is the first hand document, and other is other many things like editorial notes, news, obituaries. These are the first things. How you categorize? First you should understand that document is the published the first hand resources or second hand resources. If you find that that document is published is 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 fall under the primary sources, it means that document is published is the first hand. Okay, so what are the features? you can see that they are brought out the learned bodies, private, commercial organization, and sometimes by the government. Okay. The article contains something original and new interpretation. Article published by high standard. Okay, these are the features you can identify of the primary sources. Okay, uh, whatever you are seeing, you can take picture so that you can get more knowledge about that primary sources. And I will also give more examples so that you can understand about the primary sources. Okay, so next one is the example of primary sources. What are the primary sources? Examples: chemical abstract. Okay, these first is patent. What are the patents? Patents: chemical abstracts 1907, uh, American Chemical Society. These are the weekly published. Indian Science Abstract, Delhi. Indian National Scientific Document Center in stock. You can say that in 1965, it is published monthly. Physical Abstract, Physical Abstract, Science Abstract, Arias London Institution of Electrical Engineering, 1898. It is published fortnightly. Okay, actually, these are the very important data. In net examination also ask this chemical abstract, American Chemical Society. So it is very important. And patent, and next one is a periodicals. Third one is a research report. Fourth one is conference proceeding. Fifth, standard. Sixth, industrial and trade literature. Okay, seventh, dissertation or thesis. Eighth, manuscript. And last but not least, unpublished sources. Okay, so unpublished sources, these are fall under the primary sources. What are the what is the definition of primary sources? It primary sources is the first hand sources. You have you can see that patent is the primary sources, because if any if patent, if you want to patent something like a music and other things, whatever you want patent, it must be in patent, it must be in primary sources. Periodical also. Okay, so you can find that these all are examples of first hand sources. Okay, I think I hope you understand. And next one is secondary sources. What is the secondary sources? Secondary sources of information are those which are either compiled from or referred to as a primary sources of information. These contains information regarding primary or original information. The original information has been usually modified, selected, or reorganized to serve the purpose of group users. It means what is the secondary sources? As you know, as you understand that the primary sources is the first hand sources, and secondary sources is that it is the it comes from the primary source. Okay, some example is that if you see that some example is fall under the primary and secondary also, and also as well as tertiary. So it is very confusing. Okay, so you identify that, and you can write down your notebook. What are the primary sources, what are the secondary sources, and what are the tertiary sources? Some examples has find that some example is the fall under the primary and secondary and tertiary also. Okay, so so it is depends on the primary sources. Okay, so what are the example of kinds of secondary sources? Index type, like a index, bibliography, indexing periodicals, abstractic periodicals. Survey type, review, treatise, monographs. Reference type, is encyclopedia, dictionary, handbook, and manual. Critical tables. So these are the secondary sources. Index type, you you must know about the what is the index, and what is the survey. And what is the reference? Reference is the you have seen that in the library, the reference section is the different part of in the library, and they you can uh, you can study reference that material as a reference. You cannot issue of the reference sources. Okay, so these are the reference sources, right? So these are the example. And last is the tertiary sources. What is the tertiary sources? Tertiary sources of information. Okay, is the wrong information. Okay, tertiary sources of information contains information distilled and whereas the collected from primary and secondary sources. Okay, so collected and primary, it means secondary sources depends on primary sources, and tertiary sources depends on primary and secondary sources. Okay, so what are the example of tertiary sources? Bibliography of bibliography, directories and yearbooks, guide to literature, list of research in progress. So these are the tertiary sources. And some you can find out you can you can find that bibliography also comes in primary sources. Why? Because of bibliography, it depends on sorry, bibliography is secondary sources, and also bibliography depends on the primary sources. And then after you have seen that tertiary sources come bibliography of bibliographies. So that is why the tertiary sources, it falls in the tertiary sources. Directories and yearbook, guide to literature. So these are the example of tertiary sources. Okay, so next one is non-documentary sources. Earlier we have discussed documentary sources. Now non-documentary sources. What are the non-documentary sources? Invisible college, research association, industrial license officers, public and semi-public research establishment, technical specialist of development, boards and association. Okay, these are the non-documentary sources. Okay, so I'm not discuss about each and everything individual. You can take a screenshot and you can find of your in your note in your book. Okay, whatever SOL is provided, you can find the in what is the Invisible College Research Association. You write down the uh, your notebook so that you can uh, you you can get revision of your examinations. Okay, actually this is the reference sources, primary sources. Actually I have taken picture from my notes, and you can see that uh, primary source is the list of all primary sources. What are the artifact, diaries, manuscript, internet communication on email, list serves, interviews, journal article published. If you see that all examples has given is 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 the first hand sources. You can identify as a first hand, like a diaries is the first hand, so it is fall under the primary sources. Okay, and patent, photographs, proceeding of meetings, conference and symposia, records of organization, government agency, also speeches. You can see that speeches, survey research, video recording. Here we are meeting on the Microsoft team. Okay, and this recording is the comes comes under the primary sources. Okay, so now next is the works of art, architecture, literature, music, paintings, sculpture, music score, buildings, novel, poem, websites, also trend report. Trend report is the also primary sources. Okay, next is the secondary sources. Now you can identify identify that the secondary sources and tertiary sources. Some examples are given both secondary and tertiary also. Bibliography also considered in tertiary sources. And here you can say that bibliography also considered in secondary sources, right? Bibliography of bibliography. Next is bibliographical works, commentaries, criticism, dictionary, encyclopedia also considered tertiary. Histories, secondary sources. Journal article depending on the decibel of can be primary. Magazine and newspaper articles, monographs other than functions, and autobiography. Okay, autobiography also comes in secondary sources. What are the tertiary sources? Almanac, bibliography also considered secondary sources. Chronology, dictionary and encyclopedia also considered in secondary sources, but also comes in the tertiary sources. Directories, fact books, guidebooks, these are comes in the tertiary sources. And now these comes in the uh, um, tertiary sources. Index, abstracts, bibliography used to locate primary and secondary sources. Bibliography, here you can say that see that bibliography used to locate primary and as well as secondary sources. Okay, manuals, manuals, textbooks also be secondary sources. So these are the primary, secondary and tertiary sources I have discussed. So if you have any problem, you can ask me. If you have problem, Shivani,
No, sir.
Naina.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I will uh, start another topic. Okay, because we have a very less time and we have to complete third, fourth and fifth unit. So next one is evaluation of secondary sources. Why the important of evaluation? Because of authentication problem. As you know that if you are, suppose you are registered in PhD, okay, and you don't have idea which kind of sources can include in your research paper, in your dissertation, in your thesis, and what are the sources you want to collect the informations, so that you can rely on the particular sources, but you have no idea which kind of sources rely. So you should understand about that, what is the primary, secondary and tertiary. So this is the very important. I think whenever you study anything, okay, whenever you study uh, whenever you study anything, first, why you are studying, first you know about that. And second one is that is the implement of our daily life. Then you can relate all these things and you can easily understand whatever you are studying. Okay, so why is it important, primary, secondary and tertiary? I discuss about that because of you, if you take admissions in higher education, it means PhD, uh, then you can understand which sources is very important to us, because you are not a you are not a 11th 12th and school level of study. Okay, so first you should understand authentications of information, so that you can understand, get easily of all of these things. So here, particular chapter of evaluation of secondary sources, print and electronic sources. So what are the uh, what are the source, okay, and why evaluation is the important, and what is the process to evaluate of sources, why is it important? Okay, first we check authority, second is purpose, okay, third is scope, and fourth is treatment, fifth arrangement, special, six is special features and drawback, seven is format, eight is regular updates, and nine is online and electronic formats. Okay, first we should understand, if you suppose, if you have a you are finding any information, okay, and you don't have idea that I have collected this information but you don't have idea is behind who is the authority of this information. Without authority, you have not taken these kinds of information. First first you understand the authority, then then you realize, oh, this authority is good. Suppose suppose you have informations like Facebooks and Instagram. So many things are there, and as you know that so many rumors also spreading every day in your life. Okay, but some uh, news channels has a program, and they are broadcasting of that particular program as the name of fact check. It means actually they find the who is the authority, and where is the rumor of this informations. Okay, and then fact check, and after that they broadcasting of this is the rumor, and this is the reality. Okay, so first you understand authority, why authority, and who is the authority, and next one is the purpose. If you collect the any information, any data, first you should understand why why I am collecting this information, what are the purpose, okay, what are the objectives. Without purpose, you cannot collect data of particular information. So purpose is clear. And third one is scope. If you find, suppose you are finding suppose you are a PhD student, or you are collecting of data, cancer, okay, uh, cancer patient, okay, and but you are collecting data, uh, not you are collecting from last 10 years, okay, and 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 you and research wants to data for newly data, what the data is newly, and last 2-3 years ago, but you are collecting 10 years old data. So what are the use? It is nothing. It is useless of data. So first you should scope, and you define also limit. Then you can find the scope of the data. Next one is treatment. If you find the data and you don't have idea how this information is useful, and second is useless, so here you can treatment of that information, and you pick the particular data. This information is for my research, for anything, and other data you leave it. And and fifth is arrangement. And then, and after that you can collect, after the treatment of the data, you can uh, arrange the one by one. First which data comes, second which data comes, then third, fourth, fifth, like that. And six is special features and drawback. You can find out the what is the special features of particular data, and what is the drawback of particular data. Then you can arrange the format, and after that whatever you data find out, then you can understand it should not update or not. So you should update in regular basis. Okay, and last one is the online electronic format. This data is comes like a conventional type or non-conventional type. Like online is the non-conventional, so you should understand about the evaluation process. Okay, so these are the nine types of the evaluation of information sources. And also you can write your examination. If you find this type of question, you can find that evaluation of information sources, you can discuss, and you can discuss one by one, and you can write the information, what are the authority, purpose, then you can get good marks. Okay, so you take pictures, screenshot, sorry. And also this is the criteria of evaluation of secondary sources. Actually it is actually this information is not discussed in your book, like SOL book. I will actually this data uh, collected from other sources. So what is the criteria of evaluation secondary sources? First is specification. You should mention specification, methodology used to collect and the data. You have understand uh, ma- uh, which methodology you are collecting your data. Second is error and accuracy. Accuracy of data, it means it is it this data is is error. Yeah, they have a correct accuracy. So you find the first, second is error and accuracy. Then is currency. Currency is means when the data were collected, it means you want to data 5 years ago but you are collected 20 years ago. So currency is the important. Currency is means the timing means year is very important. Currency, you want to data is, suppose you are you want to data 5 years ago, then you have to limit. I will collect data only 5 years ago, not you are collecting 10 years 20 years ago. Actually that data is not relevant for your research. Okay, so next in objective, your objective should be clear for the data, whatever you data are collecting. Nature, the content of data, what are the nature of the data, you should understand. And dependability, how dependently are the data. Suppose dependability means, if you have a suppose you have a data and you collected all data, and you are using and you have also used the data, and suppose after some year you want to use particular data, then you can use particular data. So you should understand this data is useful for the future. It means this data is dependable for me. This data is dependable for me, so I recognize that informations, and then after we can use for further research of that data. This means the dependability. So these are the criteria of the evaluation of secondary sources. So here I have discussed more about that particular specification, methodology, error, accuracy, currency, objectives. You can see that and you can understand more about that. Okay, it is very I have used very easy language. You can understand, and also you can write your examination. It is very important. If you write in a particular examination, you get good marks. Okay, so you can take a screenshot so that you can get easily things. And last is the uh, you can take also a screenshot. It is actually this is the picture of evaluation of secondary data. How the secondary data evaluate. First, it is you can see that it is visible. I think you should zoom, I think, then you can visible. Okay, so yes. First, uh, do the data help to answer question set out in the problem definition. सबसे पहले जो है डेटा को हम उसमें देखेंगे, क्वेश्चन और आंसर को देखेंगे कि ये हमारे प्रॉब्लम को फाइंड आउट करता है या नहीं करता है. देन you then you go further. It means if you find that that data is not required for your research, it means this data is not useful, then you can stop your research. If you find that no, is data is important, then you can go with yes. Okay, next this, do, do the data apply to the population of interest. Then you can find the if this is the data and you have applied, it is useful, then you can go further. Then can yes, it is not useful, then you can stop the research here. And you can again you can find the starting from the starting point. Okay, this is the chain system of data collection. You can take a screenshot. Okay, and also you can understand that uh, can the units of classification presented apply. Yes. If you have any loophole of this chain system, you can stop the research and you can start from the uh, starting. Okay, and next these are the data collections, acquisition. You can feed the last, you can after these these things you can see that the useful data, last is the useful data. Okay, then you can use. If you do not use, then can you can stop from here. So this is the picture of evaluation of secondary data. If you have take I think you I hope you have taken the pictures of this uh, secondary data, how you can evaluate of the particular data of secondary sources, because it is very important, right? So now we have completed of unit third, information sources and evaluations. Okay, so if you have any problem, you can ask. Otherwise, I will start unit fourth and unit fifth. I will discuss very brief, but okay. If you have any problem, आपको कुछ problem है? नैना, चिल्का, चिनका, शिवानी, कोई प्रॉब्लम है आप लोग को? श्रेया,
No, sir.
आप लोग को समझ में
No,
आ रहा है?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
अगर आप लोग कुछ डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, या आपको एग्जाम को लेके आपको टेंशन है, या कोई चीज आपको नहीं समझ में आता हो, मुझसे आज पूछ सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये रिवीजन क्लास है, इसके बाद कोई क्लास होगा नहीं, ठीक है?
Okay,
और
sir.
हाँ, अगर आप लोग के पास, अगर मैं जैसे यूनिट ये कंप्लीट कर लेता हूँ, तो आपको मैं टाइम दूंगा प्रॉपर, है ना? तो आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं, उसमें मैं पूरी तरह से डिस्कस कर लूंगा आप लोग को जो भी प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, ठीक है? आप लोग के पास है प्रॉब्लम?
No, sir.
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है?
सर क्वेश्चन पेपर समझा देना कैसे अटेंड करना है।
अच्छा, ठीक है, ये मैं बता दूंगा, क्योंकि एक्चुअली मैं उस हिसाब से, हमारे पास 1 घंटे और है, 2 घंटे का क्लास है आप लोग का, तो उस हिसाब से मैं मैनेज करके चीजें थोड़ा थोड़ा करके मैं ब्रीफ में बताऊंगा ना। अदरवाइज मेरा बताने का मतलब क्या रह जाएगा? अगर आप लोग की प्रॉब्लम ही सॉल्व नहीं होगा, तो मेरा बताने का, पढ़ाने का मतलब कुछ नहीं रह जाएगा। इसीलिए मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग मुझसे डिस्कस करें कि प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आ रही है, क्योंकि ये रिवीजन क्लास है। तो रिवीजन क्लास में पूरी तरह से हर चीज हम डिस्कस नहीं कर सकते हैं, 2 घंटे के अंदर में पूरी सिलेबस कंप्लीट नहीं कर सकते हैं, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल। तो हम लोग वही मेन चीजें डिस्कस करेंगे जो आपको प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, और बाकी तो मैं अपने तरफ से यूनिट वाइज मैं डिस्कस कर ही रहा हूँ, ठीक है? ओके, और किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है बताएं मुझे। तबस्सुम, तबस्सुम, म्यूट योरसेल्फ। तबस्सुम, तबस्सुम, और किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो मुझे बताएं, ताकि मैं उसके हिसाब से टाइम मैं मैनेज करके फिर वो टाइम आपको दूंगा, ताकि हम डिस्कस कर पाएंगे। और किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है? तबस्सुम, आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम है? ओके, सो चिनका गर्ग ने ये क्वेश्चन किया है कि क्वेश्चन कैसे आएंगे, किस तरह से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने हैं, है ना? उस पर हम डिस्कस कर लेंगे, ठीक है? ठीक है, और किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है? आई थिंक केवल चिनका गर्ग को प्रॉब्लम है, और किसी को नहीं प्रॉब्लम है। ठीक है, मैं अभी ये यूनिट 4 और यूनिट 5 खत्म करके फिर मैं चिनका का आंसर मैं देता हूँ, कैसे आप लोगों को क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, कैसे सॉल्व करने हैं आपको, ठीक है? So I have completed unit 3rd, and next one is unit 4. Okay, so unit 4 is here. So here unit 4 is the database and internet services. Okay, I have written, this is the unit 4. Okay, database and internet services, network and distributed network. Consortia is the very important for your internet, sorry, for UGC net examination. And actually this unit is the very important, and this also unit is very important, right? So so I will discuss unit 4. network distributed and database. It means consortia and subject gateway. I will discuss more. But actually, as you all you know that a network is the very important part of our life today. Without network, we cannot get access anything. If you suppose you are लोग म्यूट कर लीजिए तबस्सुम 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 ये तबस्सुम कौन है? ये इसको म्यूट करना चाहिए. Okay. So as you know that network today we are working with network because of you have a suppose if you not have if you do not have a network system, how you connect our institutions, okay, and you cannot connect our internet services. So many things are depends on the network and distributed database. So these are the things. So what are the networks and distributed networks? So the network play a crucial role in modern life. The modern economy would be very much diminished without the transportation, communications, information, and railroad networks. A branch of constitutes one side of the distributed network. Actually, this is the definitions of networks. So, what are the components of the three components of the network? Which is the what is the transmissions media, control mechanism, and interface? What is the transmission media? It is the means of communicate used to transmit information from one party to another party. Okay, and control mechanism, this allow to define data control principle and implement them to specific set of device on your network, allowing us to analyze and manage file transfer. And interface is computer point to point connection. Actually, this is the mechanism of transmissions of data. Transmission data we can communicate to one computer to another computer. And control mechanism, it means we have a particular system, then we can control each and everything whatever you want the particular network. Okay, and interface, one computer points to connection to another network. And what are the popular network database? Integrated database storage, integrated database management system, and RIMA database manager system. These are the popular network database, and this works is highly database, and you can get access of you can network. Okay, so integrated data storage was an early network databases management system famous for its high efficiency. It was designed by Charles Bassman. Its goals was to efficiency use the available of network resources. Okay, this is the popular network. You can see that, and I will not read all these things. You can understand. Okay, and you can find of you can Google, and then you can deep study about the database. And this is the popular database. So only I have taken three database. Okay, so distributed database and centralized database. First, you need to understand what is the distributed and database and centralized database. As you know that distributed data means one organizations distribute to other organization, that is called distributed database. And centralized database, centralized database is the database from is the host one points, and then you can distribute to other points. Okay, so this is the picture of university library, and this is the database. And you can see that university library is distributed college A and college B library. So this is the distributed database. Okay, and this is not example of centralized database. This is the distributed database. Okay, centralized database, it means there is only headquarters are there, and that headquarters is not distribute to any other organization. Only headquarters has a permissions for the premise of this data. ये तबस्सुम ये अनम्यूट क्यों नहीं करे तबस्सुम? कोई इसको तबस्सुम को कोई जानता है?
क्लास अटेंड करके भूल गई है सर।
वही तो ये बहुत ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब कर रही है। अगर इसको कोई जानता है तो कॉल करके बोलो इसको कि म्यूट करने के लिए। देखो इसने अभी शायद नहीं म्यूट। Okay. So this is the distributed database versus centralized database. Okay. And next one is it is very simple topic, distributed and centralized database. So I will not discuss deep. And now I will come on subject gateway. What are the subject gateway? Actually, this is the very old example of subject gateway. Now it is useful for organization, but now it is changed. As you know that technology gradually change in our life and other. The subject gateway is the subject gateway as a term as a popularized in the UK Electronic Libraries Program. Okay, it is started from the UK, and gateways are internet search tool to help people find resources on the internet, electronic journals, software, data sets, ebook, mailing list, discussion groups, and their archives. Actually, subject gateway is the website where you can get all where you can get a particular information in the particular field of the that knowledge, whatever you want, like a user wants to, like a subject gateway, like a medical. If you suppose you are a student of engineering, a student, you can find the subject gateway. Engineering subject gateway are provide the all information of engineering related, and other if you want to medical related information, that particular information on the particular website, like. Okay, so these all the example of the subject gateway. Subject, it means particular subjects, right? So next is objective. What are the objective of subject gateway? It is the fast and effective access to their users to highly quality information through the internet. Okay, actually uh, nowadays it is not useful, but some organization it is used for this subject gateway concept. And I will provide some examples of the subject gateway. You can find that every subject has a different subject gateway, and you can get access from their informations. Okay, so what are the subject gateway? Value added services: select, evaluate, catalogs, and classify internet resources to help users in information retrieval, right? So next is subject gateway characteristic. What is the characteristic? They are selective, pointing only the internet resources that meet quality selection criteria. They are built by subject and information specialists, often librarians. Okay. Scope policy declaring and subject the indexing, define target group, academics, researchers. Quality criteria क्या होगा? There is an official set of quality criteria, classification system. These are the characteristic. You can see that. And what are the planning? What are the planning of subject gateway? If suppose if any organization wants to launch a subject gateway, wants to create a subject gateway, so what are the equipments, what are the resources, uh, what are the things they then can collect, and what if you have a plan, if you have, suppose you want to, if you have not planning to do anything, so you cannot do anything. So first, if you want to something organized, first you should have a plan. So here is the subject gateway has a plan. What are the plan? Hardware and software issue. Okay, if you want to open the subject gateway, so you have a hardware and software. Okay, hardware and software, it means you have a system, you have a computer, you have a internet system, and you have also buildings, so that you can establish the all the computer and software. So this is the equipments of subject gateway. And methodology of gateway design, you have to design of softwares and particular field of gateway, and collection of resources, and also you have a resource for the particular area. Okay, if you have a suppose you are the student of engineering student, and your institutions has a particular gateway, so a subject gateway, then you can collect all information related to your engineering. Okay, so then you have a particular resource, collection of resource. Okay, and you are, if you find, if you see that, if you want to collect all information, it means you have to pay the information for the particular gateways. Okay, these are the planning. And this is the criteria of evaluation of web resources: content criteria, validity, content criteria, authority, validity, authority, accuracy, currency, uniqueness criteria, from form criteria, process criteria, programming, designing and coding, issues and development, duplicate result. These are the planning of subject gateway. Okay, आप लोग जो है ना, ये जो मैं जो भी आप लोगों को पढ़ा रहा हूँ, ये आप लोग इसको नोट डाउन कर लीजिएगा, या आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिएगा, ताकि आपको एग्जाम में ना, आपको अगर कुछ लिखना होगा वहां पर, अगर आंसर लिखनी होगी, तो आप पॉइंट वाइज पॉइंट चीजों को लिख सकते हैं। और अगर ये पॉइंट वाइज लिखेंगे तो आपको मार्क्स अच्छे मिलेंगे। ओके, और ये आप जो पीपीटी देख रहे हैं, ये बहुत मेहनत से बनाया हुआ
Yes,
पीपीटी
sir.
है। आपके ये जो एसओएल की जो बुक्स है, उसमें ये सब चीजें नहीं मिलेंगी आपको। एसओएल की जो बुक में जो भी चीजें मिली है, बहुत लिमिट में है वहां पर, क्योंकि इतना पॉसिबल नहीं है कि वो सारी बुक में एक साथ कलेक्ट करके आपको दे दे, है ना। क्योंकि आप लोग स्कूल में तो पढ़ नहीं रहे हो कि एक पर्टिकुलर सिलेबस मिला और आपने कंप्लीट कर लिया। एसओएल के पास जितने भी उन्होंने बनाया है, वो अपने हिसाब से अपने अकॉर्डिंग सही बनाया है, क्योंकि वो सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन को एक बुक में कलेक्ट करके नहीं दे सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पर क्या काम है, टीचर को क्या करना है, उसको नेविगेट करना है कि ये चीजें हैं और आपको ऐसे ऐसे चीजें करनी है। तो ये मैंने इसमें आपको मैंने ये आपको जो ये पीपीटी में जो भी आप देख रहे हो, ये आपके एसओएल के एग्जाम से भी रिलेटेड है और आपके यूजीसी नेट से भी रिलेटेड है, ये सेम। ठीक है, तो आप लोग को थोड़ा ध्यान से एक बार देखिएगा। आप लोगों ने क्लास लिया नहीं? अगर क्लास आप लोग लेते हैं ना रेगुलर, तो बहुत मजा आता, क्योंकि मैंने बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस वहाँ पे सॉल्व भी कराए, नेट से रिलेटेड, एसओएल से भी रिलेटेड मैंने कराए थे। खैर कोई नहीं, ये सारे सेम वही है पीपीटी जो मैंने क्लासेस में डिस्कस किए थे। तो आप लोग हल्का इसको एक बार समझ लीजिएगा, ठीक है। So, what are the difference between search engine and subject gateway? अब आप लोगों के मन में ये आएगा कि सर्च इंजन आपको पता ही होगा कि गूगल वगैरह सर्च इंजन है, सब्जेक्ट गेटवे। तो व्हाट आर द डिफरेंस? if you want to find anything, you can google it and you can get the information, but what are the subject gateway? If you have a google, so what is the use of subject gateway? It means it is useless? No, it is not useless. You can identify of this slide, search engine and subject gateway. Search engine is the general resource of available. Okay, सर्च इंजन, आप केवल सर्च इंजन से आप कुछ चीजें क्लिक करेंगे, आप देखेंगे करोड़ों में आपको चीजें मिलेगी, आपको करोड़ मिलियंस में आपको इंफॉर्मेशन मिलेगा, बट यू डोंट फाइंड टू वॉट एवर यू वांट टू इंफॉर्मेशन। बट सब्जेक्ट गेटवे, you want to particular fields, particular information, then you can, subject gateway is not unnecessary things. They have only particular things whatever the user wants, but search engine provides everything whatever the algorithm of the google. Okay, and whatever the restore the all information in the google. So it is very confusing. So don't confuse search engine and subject gateway. You can see that I will not uh, I will not try to all the information, and I will not discuss about. Okay, you can find the all of the things. So some important gateway. what are the important gateway? As you know that I will explain about that. A particular field has a particular subject gateway. Here you can see that this is the example of subject gateway. First is aerospace and defense study. That is the name of subject gateway. AERAD, ARAD. And if you want to agriculture science, forestry, food, veterinary, you can Novagate. You can find the Novagate. Then these all example of subject gateway. You can Google it and you can find out this these all information related to subject gateway. This is the list of this, such as engineering, economics, botany, biology, arts and humanities, art and design. This is the subject gateway. Okay, next slide is the same. Environment, geography, gateway to educational materials, geography, geology, health and life science, historical studies, humanities. These are the name of the subject gateway. And BUBL, it is very important. You can find uh, this question, actually this 20 number library information. I actually asked the examination of UGC net, what is the BUBL? If you don't have idea subject gateway, you never uh, you will not able to click particular BUBL. First you know about that, what is the BUBL. Okay, and one is the very important SOSIG. This is the very important. So I have collected all the data. Okay, so now I have we have completed uh, uh, network and distributed database and subject gateway. Now we will come consortia. What is the consortia? Okay, so consortia is the very important topic, and this topic ask UGC net examinations every year. Okay, so you should understand, and I will actually I have taken the class of consortia separately, because of consortia is the very longest chapter. And but I will not here discuss all about the consortia. I will discuss only some topic, some important, so that you can understand what is the consortia. Okay, so very important. So now first you understand that the consortia means समथिंग टुगेदरनेस. इट मीन्स सब एक साथ अगर कोई चीजें हो. कंसोर्स मतलब आपको सब चीजें एक साथ मिले हो, फेट के साथ, मतलब सारा कुछ एक साथ हो, एक साथ टुगेदरनेस हो, तो इट मीन्स कंसोर्सिया. कंसोर्सिया जो है लैटिन वर्ड से बना हुआ है. ये आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा. कंसोर्सिया ये जो है कि ये क्वेश्चन ये पूछा जा चुका है कि कंसोर्सिया जो है किस वर्ड से बना है, फ्रेंच, ग्रीक, लैटिन. तो ये कंसोर्सिया किससे बना है? लैटिन वर्ड से बना हुआ है. ठीक है, तो ये
Yes.
जो ओके. और एक चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है इसमें कि आपने देखा होगा कि ये आपको पता है इन्फ्लिबनेट जो वेबसाइट है ना, ये ये आप कभी इसमें कंफ्यूज मत करिएगा. इसमें कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जो कंसोर्सिया में वो आपको इन्फ्लिबनेट से कंफ्यूजन करता है. ये इसमें इन्फ्लिबनेट का जो है कुछ पार्ट है जो कंसोर्सिया में है, कुछ पार्ट नहीं है. तो ये आपको ना इन्फ्लिबनेट को अलग से सेपरेटली पढ़ना होगा और कंसोर्सिया को अलग से पढ़ना होगा. इसलिए आप लोग मिक्स मत करिएगा, इसीलिए मैंने इसको पिक्चर में इसको लगा रखा है. देखिए आप फिर नेक्स्ट इसमें आप जब आएंगे तो ये सब देखेंगे. ई कंसोर्सियम देखिए यहाँ पर एक है ना, ई कंसोर्सियम. तो ये कंसोर्शियम का पार्ट है ये. तो इससे थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज मत करिएगा. कंसोर्शियम ये सारे कंसोर्शियम है, ये आप देखो ये सारे कंसोर्शियम का पार्ट है. तो इसलिए आप लोग ये डिस्कस मत करिए, आप लोग मतलब कंफ्यूज मत करिएगा आप लोग. और ये जो पूरा ये जो ऑप्शन है ना, ये आप लोग इसको नोट्स बना लीजिएगा इसका एक एक करके, क्योंकि ये ना आपके यूजीसी नेट के एग्जाम में ये पूछा जाता है. ये इसमें से कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं आप. अगर प्रीवियस ईयर आपने क्वेश्चन देखा होगा तो ये पूछा जाता है इसमें से. तो ये आप लोग क्या करिएगा, पर्टिकुलर आप लोग अपना नोट्स बना लीजिए एक एक करके, सो दैट you can easily find out the whatever the information through a consortia and other is include. Okay, अब कौन? नैना, नैना ने अनम्यूट कर लिया। ओके, सो पहले अब हमें ये समझना होगा, देखो ये 4 टर्म्स है ना, लाइब्रेरी कॉपरेशन, रिसोर्स शेयरिंग, okay, resource sharing and library networks and library consortia. We should understand what is the library cooperation, library resource sharing, library networks and library consortia. Actually these terms is not directly comes like a consortia. Actually as you know that technology gradually grow up, and if if you see that 20 years before, it is not very relevant of internet that time, and you cannot use Instagram, Facebook and other social networking websites. So it means it 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 is gradually changed. Okay, after decades, after years, you can say that. So library consortia comes from the library cooperation. Okay, it means library consortia comes from the library cooperation. सबसे पहले जो टर्म आया library cooperation, it means कोई भी लाइब्रेरी जो है ना, एक अपने में जो है ना, वो पूरी तरह से एक रिलायबल, एक एक पूरी तरह से आप ये नहीं कर सकते कि वो इस सारी इंफॉर्मेशन को वो अकेले ही प्रोवाइड कर पाए यूजर्स के लिए। इट इज नॉट, यू कैन नॉट से दैट दिस लाइब्रेरी इज द सेल्फ रिलायंट। ओके, इट इज नॉट, यू कैन नॉट से दैट। तो ये जो लाइब्रेरी कॉपरेशंस आया, ये एक तरीके का एक आप ऐसा समझ सकते हैं कि एक वर्ड आया लाइब्रेरी कॉपरेशन, सो दैट one library and other library can cooperate to each other and they can share the resources, materials with each other. Okay, so then terms comes in library cooperation, then then uh, then other words come resource sharing. Okay, so after the library cooperations, the resource sharing comes. It means when the resource sharing came in after 1980s, okay, then you can see that resource you have heard about that ILL, ILL, आपने सुना है कभी ILL क्या होता है? मैं लिख दे रहा हूं आपको, ILL, आपने ये वर्ड कभी सुना है? कोई बताएगा? कोई बताएगा ILL क्या होता है?
No, sir.
Any idea? No.
No.
Okay, okay, अब आपको याद आएगा आपको, ILL मीन्स इंटर लाइब्रेरी लोन। सुना है अब ये वर्ड?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो ये जो ILL जो है, अच्छा आप लोगों को कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं हो रहा है मैं इंग्लिश में बोल रहा हूँ या हिंदी में? ऐसे तो कोई दिक्कत तो है नहीं ना?
No, sir. Mix-up है सब
नो
चलेगा।
सर।
है, सॉरी।
No, sir.
ओके, नैना आप कुछ बोल रहे हो?
हाँ यस सर, कंफर्टेबल है।
कंफर्टेबल है ना? अब अगर इफ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम आस्क डायरेक्टली। ओके, एक्चुअली मुझे लगा कि मैं एक्चुअली क्या है ना कि ऑनलाइन मोड में समझ में नहीं आता, आप फिजिकल मोड में समझ में आता है चीजें कि किसी को समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है। अदरवाइज मैं बोलता जा रहा हूँ, आप लोगों को समझ में नहीं आ रहा, तो फिर मेरा पढ़ाना बेकार है ना। तो देखो क्या हुआ कि हाँ, लाइब्रेरी कंसोर्सिया, ओके, सॉरी, रिसोर्स शेयरिंग। तो जो ये कॉन्सेप्ट फर्स्ट व्हेन द केम लाइब्रेरी कॉपरेशन, देन केम रिसोर्स शेयरिंग, then this resource sharing describe the concept of ILL, inter library loan। मतलब एक लाइब्रेरी से दूसरे लाइब्रेरी में ना लोन लिया जाता था। अगर किसी के पास कुछ रिसोर्स है, किसी लाइब्रेरी के पास, किसी के पास कुछ रिसोर्स है, तो आपस में जो है ना वो शेयरिंग करते थे। इसको बोलते थे ILL, इंटर लाइब्रेरी लोन सर्विसेज। ओके, but after some time it will change, then comes library networks। Okay, so when the library network came in one one committee describe about you have heard about the Professor यशपाल कमेटी. आपने सुना है कभी? प्रोफेसर यशपाल कमेटी सुना है आपने?
नो सर.
नो. ओके. जब ये एक्चुअली यशपाल कमेटी जो है, ये प्रोफेसर यशपाल कमेटी, तो ये जब प्रोफेसर यशपाल कमेटी जब आया ये, तो इसमें लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क के बारे में बात किया गया. तो लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क जो है, इसमें क्या हुआ कि अब देखो टेक्नोलॉजी चेंज हुआ, तो रिसोर्स शेयरिंग में हम बुक एक दूसरे को बुक देने लगे. अब ऐसे ही क्या हुआ कि अब इंटरनेट का टाइम आ रहा है, तो इंटरनेट के टाइम में तो अब तो सेम हम तो ऐसे करेंगे नहीं ना कि हम बुक अगर लिए फिर दूसरे को दिए, मतलब एक लाइब्रेरी दे रही है दूसरी जा रही. पर्टिकुलर पता है, एक एक ना पर्टिकुलर एक लाइब्रेरी में एक वर्कर होता था, वो यही काम करता था कि अपनी गाड़ी से गया, बुक ले आया, फिर बुक दे आया. मतलब आपस में इस तरीके से वो रिसोर्स को शेयर किया करता था. लेकिन अब क्या आ गया, नेटवर्क का मतलब इंटरनेट का टाइम आ गया धीरे धीरे. तो लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क के थ्रू जो है प्रोफेसर यशपाल कमेटी आई. तो यशपाल कमेटी ने लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क की बात की. तो जब लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क की जब बात की, तो ये आया आपका जो है, एक आपने सुना होगा डेलनेट. सुना है डेलनेट?
यस सर.
डेलनेट का फुल फॉर्म क्या होता है?
डेवलपिंग लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क.
डेवलपिंग लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क. ये कब आया था?
सर नो आइडिया.
1988 में. ओके, ये आया था 1988 में. और प्रोफेसर यशपाल कमेटी आई थी ये 1986 में. इसमें इन्होंने बात किया था, इसमें डेवलपिंग लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क का. तो इसके बाद क्या हुआ कि इसके बाद जब स्टार्ट हुआ, तो इन्होंने क्या स्टार्ट किया, पहले तो ये नेटवर्क के थ्रू चलने लगा, एक पर्टिकुलर एक्सेस देने लगे. फिर उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि एक आया, फिर उसके बाद क्या आया, इनफ्लिबनेट, है ना, इनफ्लिबनेट. इनफ्लिबनेट कब आया ये आया 1991 में आया ये इनफ्लिबनेट. यानी इनफ्लिबनेट मीन्स इंफॉर्मेशन लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क. ओके. तो इंफॉर्मेशन लाइब्रेरी नेटवर्क जब आया ये, तो आपको इसमें क्या हुआ कि जो इसमें लाइब्रेरी कंसोर्शिया का कॉन्सेप्ट आया कि जो बहुत सारे जो नेटवर्क्स हैं, उसको नेटवर्क्स को क्या किया गया, कंसोर्शिया में जो है ना मर्ज कर दिया गया. ओके. तो जब मर्ज जब किया गया, तब जाके आपको पता लगा होगा कि ये कंसोर आपको पता ही होगा, कई नेटवर्क मिला के जो है कंसोर्शिया बनाते हैं, है ना. जैसे कि आपको मैं बता दूं, इसमें आपने सुना होगा, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. शोध गंगा सुना है किसी ने? फिर उसके बाद आया शोध शुद्धि. शोध गंगोत्री. फिर आया शोध शुद्धि. ठीक है. फिर आया शोध सॉरी ई शोध सिंधु. ई शोध सिंधु आया. ठीक है, ई शोध सिंधु आया. ई शोध सिंधु. तो ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट आया, शोध गंगा, शोध गंगोत्री, शोध शुद्धि, ये क्या है, ये सारे इनफ्लिबनेट के जो है पार्ट है. इसमें ये सारे सर्विसेज हैं, ये यू कैन से दैट. शोध गंगा, शोध गंगा में आप अपने थीसिस को देख सकते हैं, जो ऑलरेडी जो पीएचडी हो चुकी है किसी पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट में. यू कैन सी, यू कैन विजिट द वेबसाइट ऑफ द शोध गंगा एंड यू कैन डाउनलोड थीसिस. if you want suppose you want to enroll in PhD and you have not idea how the synopsis you can start and how the synopsis you can make. then you can download from the Sodh Ganga and you can learn from that. Okay, एंड शोध गंगोत्री में आपका डेजर्टेशन जो ऑलरेडी जो सॉरी जो पीएचडी जो हो रही है ना, जो ऑन गोइंग पीएचडी चल रही है वो शोध गंगोत्री में रहता है। और शोध शुद्धि क्या है? शोध शुद्धि जो है प्लेगरिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर है, जो प्लेगरिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर जो काम करती है। कोई नाम बताएगा कोई प्लेगरिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर का? किसी को पता है कोई सॉफ्टवेयर? एनीवन have idea plagiarism software? No? Okay. आप प्लेगरिज्म सॉफ्टवेयर है आपका उरकुंड हो गया, है ना, टंटिन हो गया, ड्रिल बिट हो गया, दीज आर द शोध शुद्धि सॉफ्टवेयर। एंड ई शोध सिंधु जो है ये क्या है, ये आपको समझना होगा, ये कंसोर्शियम है। ये क्या है? कंसोर्शियम। ये कंसोर्शियम है। ये कैसे बना है कंसोर्शियम? आपको पता होगा ये कैसे बना है? किसी को पता है कंसोर्शियम कैसे बना है? ये आपको इसमें इंडेस्ट, ठीक है, प्लस एनलिस्ट, ठीक है, और इंडेस्ट, एनलिस्ट, और एक और है, इसमें तीन जो है मिलके शोध सिंधु बना है। किसी को याद है शोध सिंधु कैसे बना है? इफ यू हैव एनी आइडिया, किसी को कुछ आइडिया है शोध सिंधु कैसे बना है? आपको पता है?
नो आइडिया सर।
ओके, आपको इसमें तीन है, आप इसको फाइंड आउट करेंगे आज। शोध सिंधु ये आप इसको लिख लो आप, ठीक है। ये शोध सिंधु मैंने दो बता दिया है, एक और आपको बताना है, ठीक है। तो ये आप फाइंड आउट करोगे ई शोध सिंधु कब बना है, कंसोर्शियम है, इनसेट, एनालिस्ट, और एक और है इसमें, ये मैं नहीं बता रहा हूँ, आप लोग ये होमवर्क करोगे इसका, ठीक है। अब आते हैं कंसोर्शियम का। ये हमारा इस तरीके से कॉन्सेप्ट लाइब्रेरी कंसोर्शिया का आया, जो नेटवर्क्स को मिला के, बहुत सारे नेटवर्क्स को मिला के लाइब्रेरी कंसोर्शिया का बना है। एक्चुअली कंसोर्शिया क्यों बना, आपको पता है? कंसोर्शिया इसलिए बना क्योंकि जो सब्सक्रिप्शन हो, जो इक्विपमेंट्स हो, जो भी चीजें रिसोर्सेस हो, वो सब्सक्रिप्शन हमें चीप पड़े, बहुत सस्ता पड़े, तभी हम जो है ना चीजों को एक्सेस कर पाए और यूजर्स को हम दे पाएंगे, अदरवाइज प्रोवाइड नहीं हो पाएगा। हर चीज हम सोचेंगे कि यूनिवर्सिटी अगर सोचेगी हर चीज हम डायरेक्टली परचेज करके दे तो बजट की प्रॉब्लम रहती है, तो वो चीजें होती है ऐसे। तो ये कंसोर्शिया ये लाएगा। ये कंसोर्शिया कौन देखता है? ये इन्फ्लिबनेट देखती है ना। अब इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है? देखो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है, इंक्रीज द कॉस्ट ऑफ बेनिफिट पर सब्सक्रिप्शन, ठीक है। इसकी जो सब्सक्रिप्शन जो होता है वो जो है मतलब उसका चीप हो, बिल्कुल सस्ता हो। इंश्योर कंटिन्यूएशन सब्सक्रिप्शन टू द पीरियोडिकल सब्सक्राइब्ड गारंटी, ये आप देख लेना इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है, ठीक है। नीड फॉर द लाइब्रेरी कंसोर्शिया क्यों है, व्हाई इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, and why is the relevant for in present scenario? Because of overload budget, information explosion, self sufficiency, publisher interest, user demand, speedy access, quality of research, changing role of librarians for the update of development. These are the need of library consortia. Okay, what are the disadvantage of consortia? Non-existence of a printed copy of journal, ठीक है। इसमें अब देखो सारा कुछ ऑनलाइन हो जाएगा, तो प्रिंटिंग तो कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा, तो क्या है इसका डिसएडवांटेज है। रिक्वायर्ड ट्रेनिंग ऑफ स्टाफ्स इन हैंडलिंग इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डॉक्यूमेंट्स, ओके, इसके लिए पर्टिकुलर आपको ना स्किल्ड स्टाफ चाहिए, so that they can find easily and they can work directly. अदरवाइज अगर कोई स्किल्ड अगर नहीं स्टाफ रहेगा तो कंसोर्शिया को कैसे संभालेगा। तो इसमें इसके कुछ कुछ डिसएडवांटेज है, यू कैन सी दैट। एंड आल्सो कॉपीराइट प्रॉब्लम्स, लैक ऑफ आर्काइविंग ऑफ बैक फाइल अवेलेबिलिटी, सो यू कैन रीड डायरेक्टली। ओके, टाइप्स ऑफ कंसोर्शिया। अब देखो इसमें टाइप्स कौन कौन से हैं। देखो कभी भी ना किसी चीज को पढ़ा जाता है ना, तो उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करके पढ़ा जाता है। कि अब जैसे हमने सारा कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ा, अब हम पढ़ेंगे कि ये आखिर ये एग्जिस्ट कहाँ करता है, व्हाट इज द यूज एंड व्हाट इज द एग्जांपल। ओके, तो टाइप्स ऑफ कंसोर्शिया कौन कौन से हैं? इंटरनेशनल लेवल ऑफ कंसोर्शिया है, ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद नेशनल लेवल ऑफ कंसोर्शिया है, फिर रीजनल लेवल ऑफ कंसोर्शिया है, फिर उसके बाद सब्जेक्ट बेस्ड ऑफ कंसोर्शिया सच एज मेडिकल, इंजीनियरिंग, लॉ एंड लाइब्रेरी साइंस। ओके, so these are the types of consortia. So now we will look the uh, example of consortia. Okay, uh, these are the types of which type of consortia works: open consortia, closed group consortia, centrally funded consortia, shared budget models, national level consortia, and also publisher initiative and institutional headquarters funded consortia और international। ये सारे जो है ना ये टाइप्स हैं। ये किस तरीके से कंसोर्शिया काम करता है। ओपन कंसोर्शिया मतलब ये कोई भी इसको जो है विदाउट सब्सक्रिप्शन कोई भी इसको ज्वाइन कर सकता है, इट इज फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, राइट। क्लोज ग्रुप कंसोर्शिया एक पर्टिकुलर एक जैसे कि इसमें देखो, इसमें पर्टिकुलर एक CSIR का है, ये मतलब पर्टिकुलर इंस्टीट्यूशंस के लोग ही उसको एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। नो वन कैन एक्सेस without organization. Okay, so these are the closed group centrally funded consortia. It means government of India is funded of this consortia. What is the example of CSIR, INSET, UGC Infonet and ICMR consortia? Okay, so these are the centrally funded consortia. And shared budget models and national level consortia, publisher initiative consortia, institutional headquarters funded consortia and international consortium. So these are the working how the works of consortia and what are the sources of funding. Okay, so now Library Consortium of India. This is a very important slide, and you can learn because of if you want to appear in the UGC NET exam, these questions asked directly by the NTA. Okay, so I have collected all the slides, and I have hard work of this slide. Okay, so you use of this slide. Okay, Library Consortium in India, Indes, Indian Digital Library in Engineering, Science and Technology, FORSA, Forum of Resources Sharing in Astronomy, Astrophysics, UGC Infonet, NKRC, National Knowledge Resource Center, IM Consortium, Helinet, Health Science Library and Information Network, SpaceNet, SERA, Consortia of E-Resources in Agriculture, ICMR E-Consortia. These are the consortia of India. Okay, so uh, and other example of ESO Sindhu Consortium of Higher Education Electronic Resources. Here is the example ESO Sindhu. Okay, so ESO Sindhu works of higher education. Okay, for the higher education and electronic resources, right. Next one is a VTU Consortium, Visvesvaraya Technology University Consortium, Dalcon, DBT E-Library Consortium, Enlist Consortium, CSIR Consortium, DRDO Consortium, UGC Infonet. So these all are the example of national level of consortia. It means they works for India, and we are Indian, so we can find of the national level of consortium. Next one is the actually I have described of about that in INDES, International Digital Library in Engineering, Science and Technology. You can see that I'm not teach all of these things. Forsa is the 12 member. You can see that you can take a screenshot, and actually this is the exam. This is the actually Forsa what's Forsa works and how many members and what is the date of establishment. You can take basic information of this slide. And other is these are the work. Sorry, these are the members. Okay, members of the Forsa. Okay, next is the UGC Infonet. You can see that. Okay, and NKRC, National Knowledge Resource Center, IIM Consortium, Helinet, Health Science Library and Information Network, and SpaceNet. SpaceNet is a communication network of Indian Space Research Organization. SERA, Consortium for E-Resources in Agriculture. फिर ICMR E-Consortia, Library Consortium, International. These are the international consortia: Carly, Concert, Sanlic, CURL, EIFL, IQL, ICOLC, International Coalition of Library Consortia. Okay, these are the international consortia, and this is the description of CARLI, Consortium of Academics and Research Libraries in Illinois. Illinois कहाँ पर आप लोगों को पता है? Where is the Illinois? This is the place. This is the place name. Know about that? Anyone know Illinois?
No,
No.
sir.
Actually, it is in the USA. Okay, Illinois.
Okay.
Carly was the formed of the in July 2005 to serve the consortia needs of academic and research library in Illinois. Okay, so this is the all description of Illinois. You can see that, and next one is Concert Consortium or Core Electronic Resources in Taiwan. Concert Consortium is of the Taiwan. Okay, and Stanley South African National Library and Information Consortium. Okay, so you can take a screenshot. CURL, Consortium of University Research Libraries. Okay, these are the CURL. It is the UK based consortium. And ICOLC, International Coalition of Library Consortia. Okay, this is the established of 1997. Actually, I have mixed some slides of the consortia, and if you want to more, then you can find the each and everything of this consortia, list of all consortia. Okay, and also you can uh, you can you can see your examination as well. Examination, you can give your example, and also as well as your UGC net examination. So we have completed unit 4, database and internet services. Okay, and last is the very important role of contribution of institutions of field of social science. Okay, so last one is the, actually we have completed unit 3rd and unit 4. Last one is the unit 5, role of contributor, and I will not take too much time. I think we have only 15 minutes. Okay, I will take more, only 15 minutes. Okay, so last one is the last unit is the activities of research institution and professional organization in the growth and development of social science with particular reference to India, UK and USA. Okay, so here this unit describe about your contributor and institutions who is working in the field of social science. You have heard about ICSSR, NASDOC. Okay, so these all are example of institution of social science who is working in the field of social science. Okay, so so many examples are there, national and internationals. I will discuss in the next slide. Okay, so you can see that research in the field of social science has played a major role in the growth of development of social science literature in order to promote research in the field of social science, and several national and international organizations came into existence. This is the introduction part. Okay, so next one is the science. This is the introduction part of the, actually social science. As you know that yesterday I have discussed about the what is the social science and science. So social science works in these fields: anthropology, behavior, commercial enterprises, demographics, education, geography, linguistic. These are the field of social science. So you can find you can find the things of the social science. Okay, so these are the example of social science organization international. These are the international of social science organization. Actually, I will not discuss deep dive into the particular of this organization. I will only discuss name of the organization, whatever it may be. It may be chance to ask your examinations in SOL examination, and all as well as your net examination. So I will only discuss about the name of the organization. What are the name? International Committee for Social Science Information and Documentation, ICSSD. Second is UNESCO, as you know that UNESCO is very famous. It is established of which year? Anyone know about that? What is the established date in UNESCO? No one. UNESCO established in the year of 1945. Okay. So next one is International Political Science Association, IPSA, International Social Science Council, London School of Economics and Political Science. These are the international organization of social science. They are working in the field of social science. Next one is Social Science Organization, national level. As you know that Indian Council of Social Science Research, it is in the Delhi. Okay. IPA, Indian Institute of Public Administration, IEG, the Institute of Economic Growth, AN Sinha Institute of Social Science, Patna, Gandhian Institute of Studies, Varanasi, Institute of Public Enterprises, Hyderabad, Center for Social Studies, Surat, Sardar Patel Institute of Economics and Social Science Research, Ahmedabad, Gujarat Institute of Development Research, Ahmedabad, Council for Social Development, CSD, New Delhi, Madras Institute of Development Studies, Chennai, Center for Development Studies, Trivandrum, Institute for Social Science and Economics Change, Bangalore, Center for Studies in Social Science, Calcutta, Giri Institute of Development Studies, Lucknow, Center Policy Research, CPR, New Delhi, Center for Multidisciplinary Development Research, Dharwad, Center for Research in Rural and Industrial Development, Chandigarh, Govind Ballabh Pant Social Science Institute, Allahabad, Center for Economics and Social Studies, Hyderabad, Center for Women Development Studies, New Delhi, Institute of Development Studies, Jaipur, Madhya Pradesh Institute of Social Science Research, Ujjain, Institute for Study in Industrial Development in New Delhi, Nawab Krishna Chaudhary Center for Development Studies, Bhubaneswar, and Baba Saheb Ambedkar National Institute of Social Science, Mohu, Lok Nayak Om Kumar Das Institute of Social Science and Development, Guwahati, Nehru Memorial Museum and Library, Indian Council of Historical Research, ICHR. These are the different. Indian Council is the different, and Nehru Memorial is the different. Okay. Actually, I forget that. And other is the TIS. TIS is the different institution, and Institute of Social Economic Growth Change. These are the different. 28, 29. It means 4 organizations are here. Center for Research, Rural and Industrial Development, CRRID. Okay. I will not more discuss about that. It is the UNESCO. You can read, and also you can Google it, and you can actually whatever I have discussed about institution, you can note down. You can take a screenshot, and also you can note you can make notes so that you can get appear in the examination, and you can write down of the examinations of these kinds of social science organization, because of they may be asked these types of questions. Okay, I will discuss. Okay, after this slide, this is the UNESCO, and this is the UNESCO manifesto. It is updated in 2022, and IPSA, AISP International Political Science Association. You can actually this you can Google it, and you can make notes. Okay, so I will not discuss more about that. Okay, who is the social now in this unit fifth? Uh, uh, Two types: contributor and institution. So I have discussed institution. Now I will discuss contributor. Who is the contributor of social science? This you can in this chapter, in this unit, you can see that the contributor may be political science, sociology, anthropology, so many social science, economics, political science, history. So they are contributor of social science. So political science, who is the contributor? First is Plato. You can see that. And what is the works of Plato? Contributor of Plato, you can discuss in your examination also. Okay, so these actually I have taken some contributor, but but I uh, but I will discuss in next slide. what is the important in your examination for perspective. Okay, Aristotle, Machiavelli, and other is these are the all important. You can write down so that they actually as well examination they can ask directly these type of questions. Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, these are the international social science contributor. Baron George, B.R. Ambedkar, Sri Aurobindo, Mahatma Gandhi. Actually, these are the Indian, but they have famous for national and international also. Okay, so that is the that is the reason of the name of the international list. Okay, and Dada Bhai Naroji, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Chitranjan Das, John Locke, Adam Smith. Okay, so these are the all a national contributor. Who is the national contributor of social science? Kautilya, VKRB, Indra Prasad, Govind Bhai Patel, Channamanai Hanumanta Rao, Manmohan Singh, Amritya Kumar Sen. In the sociology, George Samuel, Herbert Spencer, Pritam Sokan, Emil Durkheim, Karl Marx. So these are the sociology contributor. Okay, this is the name. And okay, so and Maratha historiographer S. Krishna Nagar, K.M. Panikar, Nilakanta Sastri, and utilitarian historian Richard Hildreth, George Bancroft, and German. Okay, so these are the social contributor, and also I have discussed social organization, social science organization. Okay, so okay, so uh, I will discuss. I want to discuss about that. Which kind of ask question? Okay. If you have any problem, ask. Okay. I am searching the questions. Is which type of question ask? Okay, no issue. If you have ask, आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो आप पूछ लीजिए. मैं आपको क्वेश्चंस आपको मैं कुछ चीजें किस तरीके से क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं मैं आपको बता दे रहा हूँ एक बार. जैसे कि क्या होगा कि जैसे जो क्वेश्चंस आपके जो आ सकते हैं ना, जिनका आर यू देयर?
Yes, sir.
ओके, देखो क्वेश्चन जो है ना आपके जो क्वेश्चन आएंगे कुछ लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन आएंगे जो कि आपको क्वेश्चन करने में जैसे कि आपसे पूछा जाएगा कि एक्सप्लेन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ हिस्ट्री एंड डिसिप्लिन ऑफ सोशल साइंस, दिस टाइप ऑफ आस्क क्वेश्चन. फिर एक्सप्लेन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स एज ए डिसिप्लिन ऑफ सोशल साइंस. फिर ऐसे पूछा जा सकता है कि व्हाट इज द कंसोर्शिया एंड गिव एग्जांपल ऑफ द कंसोर्शिया. ओके, network database and distributed database definitions and detail about this networks. Okay, फिर ऐसे पूछ सकते हैं क्वेश्चन की describe the user studies, its objectives and importance of conducting research in the field of social science with example. Okay, और लास्ट में जो क्वेश्चंस आएंगे ना वो आपको छोटे छोटे क्वेश्चंस आएंगे डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए 5 मार्क्स के, जो कि हो सकते हैं जैसे कि आपसे पूछा जाएगा सब्जेक्ट गेटवे के बारे में आप 250 वर्ड में लिखिए या 500 वर्ड में लिखिए, है ना, या इंटरनेशनल सोशियोलॉजी एसोसिएशन प्लेटो के बारे में आप बताइए, फिर लंदन स्कूल ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स एंड पॉलिटिकल साइंस के बारे में बताइए, एम श्रीनिवासन के बारे में बताइए, लाइब्रेरी कंसोर्शियम क्या होता है वो बताइए। तो ये 2 तरीके से क्वेश्चन बनेंगे, एक आपके लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन रहेंगे और दूसरे जो है ना शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे। तो वो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन और लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन मिला के आपको जो क्वेश्चन रहेंगे करीब आपको 4 क्वेश्चन और उसमें जो शॉर्ट में रहेंगे उसमें 4 क्वेश्चन उसमें से करने होंगे। तो इस तरीके से इसमें जो है क्वेश्चन करने होंगे आपको। और जो भी मैंने अभी जो आपको जो डिस्कस किया है, जैसे कि जो सोशल साइंस के कंट्रीब्यूटर कौन है, फिर आपके इंस्टीट्यूशंस कौन है, यूनेस्को क्या करती है, ये आपके ना आपके शॉर्ट नोट्स में भी आ सकते हैं, उसमें आपको लिखने पड़ेंगे, इस तरीके से क्वेश्चन आएंगे। और बाकी आपको जो आपके जो सिलेबस में है, जैसे कि प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी टर्सरी के बारे में डिस्कस करिए लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस, फिर यूजर स्टडीज के बारे में डिस्कस करिए कि प्लानिंग कैसे करेंगे, इसका मेथड्स ऑफ यूजर सर्विसेज क्या होती हैं, ठीक है, फिर व्हाट आर द इंफॉर्मेशन नीड्स ऑफ द यूजर्स, ठीक है। फिर उसके बाद आपसे ये पूछा जा सकता है कि what are the history and development of the social science, explain about the political science, economics and others and sociology। ओके, सो ये लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन इस तरीके से पूछे जाएंगे। और शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन में आपको मैंने बताया, जैसे आपको कंट्रीब्यूटर्स बताया ना, प्लेटो हो गया, कार्ल मार्क्स हो गया, एडम स्मिथ हो गए, इस तरीके से ना किसी एक पे डिस्कस वो करना होगा। तो जो मैंने आपको जो पीपीटी में जो दिखाया है ना, उस पीपीटी में आप जो है ना उतना पढ़ लेंगे ना तो उतना काफी है, उससे बाहर से नहीं पूछे जाएंगे, ठीक है। और अगर कोई
ओके सर।
डाउट है तो अगर कोई और डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं मुझसे, इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट।
सर अभी
हाँ,
तो नहीं आ रहा, आपका कोई कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर मिल जाता बाद में करने के लिए तो।
ऐसे मैंने क्लास में दे रखा है ना।
सर मैं
आप
वो घर ही नहीं होती ना।
हाँ, क्या?
सर मैंने अटेंड नहीं की क्लास।
हाँ, तो क्लास अटेंड नहीं किया था तो आपके कोई तो फ्रेंड होंगे ना।
सर नहीं, नो सर कोई है।
ठीक है, आप मेरा मेल एड्रेस लिख लीजिए, ठीक है,
ठीक है सर।
मैं आपको मेल एड्रेस दे दे रहा हूँ। ये स्क्रीन आपको दिख रहा है ना मेरा,
यस सर।
ये मेरा मेल एड्रेस लिख लीजिए। ठीक है,
यस सर।
और किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है? शिवानी, श्रेया, मिस्टर स्मार्टी, नैना, नियाती, क्योंकि
नो
ये
सर।
इंटरेक्शन लास्ट है, इसके बाद आपको ये आज का क्लास लास्ट है, इसके बाद आप लोग का एग्जाम स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, ठीक है। एग्जाम कब से है? 16 को है फर्स्ट?
सर फ्रॉम 24।
24
24
से स्टार्ट है ना?
यस सर।
यस
ओके,
सर।
हाँ, तो आप लोग ये सब जिस तरीके से मैं आपको बताया हूँ ना, उस तरीके से आप लोग जो है ना लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन, आपके 4 से 5 क्वेश्चन लॉन्ग आएंगे, शॉर्ट आएंगे, ठीक है। शॉर्ट में आपको मैंने बताया कि कंसोर्शियम पूछ लेंगे या किसी थिंकर के बारे में पूछ लेंगे, या जो मैंने आपने स्क्रीनशॉट लिया कि नहीं मेरे पीपीटी का?
यस सर।
यस
हाँ,
सर।
हाँ, तो उसी पे उसको ही मान के ना आप नोट्स बना लीजिए 4-5 दिन के अंदर में। आप जो भी मैंने बताया ना, कुछ चीजें जो ना हिस्ट्री मैंने डिटेल नहीं गया क्योंकि वो हिस्ट्री का पार्ट है, तो आप लोग वो खुद ही आप लोग जो है ना गूगल करके वो आप नोट्स बना लीजिएगा, ताकि आपको एग्जाम में कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो। और आपको मैं बता दूं उससे बाहर से नहीं आएगा। और अगर जो भी आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल में होंगे जो रेगुलर क्लास कर रहे हैं, तो उनके भी टच में रहिएगा, ताकि आप लोग को वो लोग रेगुलर क्लास किए हैं तो उन लोग को ज़्यादा जानकारी इस चीज़ को, क्योंकि हमारे पास क्या है ना कि 2 रिवीजन क्लास के मिले हुए हैं, तो हम अब क्या है कि इसमें रिवीजन क्लास में ज़्यादा तो डिस्कस नहीं कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि 1 से लेकर 5 तक पॉसिबल नहीं है डिस्कस कर पाना। तो मैंने ब्रीफ में डिस्कस करने की कोशिश किया है हर चीज़, ताकि आप लोग को एक नेविगेट मतलब आपको एक आइडिया लग जाए कि ये कितना पूछा जा सकता है। क्योंकि देखो आपके जो सिलेबस में जो दे रखा है उसमें तो पता नहीं लग पाता है ना कि कितनी चीजें क्या है इसके अंदर। ये तो मैं ही बता पाऊंगा या आपको कोई बुक्स या कुछ ऐसे रिसोर्स होंगे वो पता कर पाएंगे। तो इसलिए जो है ना उस तरीके से मैंने जो है करने की कोशिश की है। तो आप लोग भी जो है इस तरीके से करिएगा ताकि आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना हो। और कोशिश करिएगा ना कि आपके जो क्लासमेट है उनसे डिस्कस करिएगा थोड़ा सा इस चीज़ को लेकर। अभी टाइम है आपके पास और आपको आइडिया लग जाएगा। और अगर किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं मुझसे, अदरवाइज सेशन को रैप अप करते हैं फिर। आप लोग भी बोर हो गए
Okay,
होंगे
sir.
2 घंटे से। 2 घंटे बोर हो गए होंगे आप लोग।
No, sir.
No,
नो
sir.
सर।
आप लोगों को मजा आया सेशन में? आप लोग समझ में आया कि बस ऐसे ही बैठे रहे आप लोग?
नो सर, समझ आ गया।
समझ में आया ना? तो बस ऐसे ही आप लोग
यस
आप लोग को मुझे मुझे लगता है, आई होप आप लोग को कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना हो। क्योंकि मैंने कोशिश अपने तरफ से बहुत किया है कि जो है ना आपके नोट्स और जो आपके एसओएल के जो नोट्स है ना वो भी अच्छे हैं। उसमें से बहुत सारी चीजें कवर हो जाएंगे और जो चीजें कवर नहीं होंगे ना जो मैंने पीपीटी में बताया वो आप गूगल करके नोट्स बना लीजिएगा। ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
ओके सर।
ठीक है, तो आज का सेशन रैप अप करते हैं, है ना?
यस सर।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू एवरीवन।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू।